approached a blind curve, so was a 20-ton tanker coming from the other direction. As both trucks slammed on their brakes trying to fend off a potentially deadly collision, the tanker sideswiped Alex's rig.
Some gone, some jailed. Ice road truckers gave us heroes on the frozen highways, but in 2025, their stories have taken turns nobody expected. From shocking arrests to heartbreaking losses, the cast we once cheered for has faced tragedies that are hard to even talk about. Today, we cover Some Gone, Some Jailed, Ice Road Truckers Cast 2025, and reveal the shocking twists their lives have taken. Number 8. Daryl Ward.
August 28th plane crash that killed Ice Road Trucker star Daryl Ward and pilot Mark Millets.
Daryl Ward wasn't just a driver on Ice Road Truckers, he was its heartbeat. From the moment he joined in Season 6, his big smile and fearless spirit won over millions. Born in Montana, Daryl grew up watching rigs roll through town, knowing the road was his destiny. For over 30 years, he hauled everything from grain to emergency supplies, living by his motto, any road, any load. Fans loved his selflessness. Whether helping a stranded competitor or organizing food drives for flood victims, Daryl's heart was as big as his reputation. But in August 2016, fate dealt a cruel twist. Flying home from a truck show in Texas, excited about a new documentary project, his small Cessna crashed near Rock Creek, Montana. A sudden turn during landing left investigators baffled, and just like that, the man who tamed icy highways was gone. His death hit fans like a freight train, leaving a void the show never filled. Daryl wasn't just a television star, he was a father, a grandfather, a hero. But his tragedy was just the start of the cast's unraveling. And what happened to Art Burke would prove that danger doesn't always come from the ice. Number 7. Art Burke.
Burke, according to CBC News, was attempting to make shatter, a type of cannabis concentrate. Burke was hospitalized after the incident.
Art Burke was the rough-edged soul of Ice Road Truckers, stealing the show from 2013 to 2017 with his quick humor and unshakable calm. When his truck broke through a frozen lake, he didn't flinch first, making sure the cameraman was safe before saving himself. That gritty courage made fans adore him. But in 2018, Art's life took a fiery turn no one saw coming. Messing around with a cannabis concentrate called shatter, he used liquid butane, a substance so volatile one spark could spell disaster. And that's exactly what happened. A massive explosion ripped through his building, leaving $60,000 in damages, and Art with burns across 40% of his body. He spent weeks in the hospital, fighting through pain most couldn't imagine. By 2020, the courts caught up. Art pleaded guilty to arson by negligence, but showing up late to his own hearing only deepened his troubles. In one heartbeat, everything I worked for vanished, he told the judge, his savings gone, his wife shaken. The man who once stared down danger on television was now scarred, inside and out, living under house arrest on Prince Edward Island. But Art's blaze wasn't the only shock. Another star's world was about to crash in a whole different way. Number 6. Hugh Roland.
Truck keeps falling through.
Hugh Roland, known as the Polar Bear, roared into Ice Road Truckers from its first episode, his brash attitude and sharp one-liners making him a legend. For 8 seasons, he dominated frozen highways, laughing off dangers that would break most. When producers pitched the show, Hugh scoffed, "Nobody's gonna watch us drive up and down the ice." He was wrong, millions tuned in, and he even wrote a book about his wild rides. But after leaving the show, one moment flipped his world. Riding as a passenger with a producer driving, the car skidded off the road, slamming into trees. Hugh survived, but severe injuries to his lower body ended his trucking career in an instant. The man who built ice roads for decades was grounded, his identity shattered. Court documents later revealed an even deeper wound. The accident tore apart his marriage, leaving him to face a life he no longer recognized. Fans couldn't believe it. The Polar Bear, once untouchable, brought down not by blizzards but by a reckless second off the ice. Yet, while Hugh fought to rebuild, another driver was battling to prove she belonged in a world that doubted her. Number 5. Lisa Kelly.
We don't have much choice.
Who dares to storm a man's world and rewrite the rules on ice? Lisa Kelly didn't just join Ice Road Truckers in Season 3, she shattered expectations in a male-dominated industry. Raised in Alaska, Lisa was no stranger to tough work, from racing motocross bikes to driving school buses. but trucking was her calling, and she answered with fearless determination. Every load she hauled, every icy cliff she faced, came with a shadow of doubt from others. I had to work twice as hard, she admitted, knowing every mistake was magnified because of her gender. Yet, Lisa didn't just survive, she thrived, matching veteran drivers load for load. Her grit made her a fan favorite, but it was her honesty that hit home. "I live for me, not anyone else," she said, brushing off judgment. Behind the wheel, she carried pressures. The cameras couldn't catch constant scrutiny, relentless expectations. Still, she pushed forward, inspiring women worldwide to chase their own paths. Lisa wasn't just a trucker. She was a trailblazer who proved courage knows no limits. But as Lisa carved her legacy, a rookie stepped onto the ice with everything to prove and nothing to lose. Number 4. Stephanie Custance. Can a single mom with zero experience conquer the world's deadliest roads? When Stephanie Custance stepped onto ice road truckers in Season 10, nobody thought she'd last. At just 22, with a young kid waiting at home, she was greener than the ice itself, facing a job that broke even seasoned drivers. Veterans like Todd Dewey didn't hold back, calling her a disaster waiting to happen. The ice roads were brutal. Keep your speed steady, never stop, or risk plunging through. Stephanie didn't even know how to chain up her tires, a basic skill every trucker needed, but giving up wasn't in her blood. Under Todd's tough guidance, she learned fast, battling sub-zero cold and her own fears. Her real test came on her first ice crossing. The road was cracked, a nightmare for any driver. Tears streamed down her face, but she inched forward, heart pounding, until she reached solid ground. "Good job, Junior," Todd said, and fans felt her triumph. "Everything I do is for my kid," she later shared, a fire that fueled her through seasons 10 and 11. From terrified rookie to respected driver, Stephanie proved grit could outshine doubt. But while she rose against the odds, another legend was quietly facing battles of his own. Number 3. Alex Deagorski.
He looks after all of us.
We're going to kind of roll across this broken ice.
Alex Deagorski wasn't just a face on ice road truckers, he was its soul. From the show's first episode to its last, the man they called the Preacher brought humor, heart, and unshakable faith to the ice. With 12 kids and a life built on the road, Alex's stories of grit and God resonated with millions. Whether hauling massive loads or sharing tales of his family, he made the deadly Dalton Highway feel like home. But by 2025, whispers of trouble started to spread. Fans noticed Alex had gone quiet, with unconfirmed reports of hospital stays circling online. His health, once as sturdy as his rigs, seemed to be faltering, though he never spoke of it himself. The man who faced blizzards and breakdowns with a smile was now fighting a private battle, leaving viewers wondering how much time their hero had left. Alex's faith kept him strong, but the ice roads taught him and us that nothing lasts forever. Yet, as Alex held on, another driver faced a scare that nearly ended it all. Number 2. Mark Kohkawich. Mark Kohkawich wasn't the loudest voice on ice road truckers, but his quiet strength spoke volumes. As a veteran driver and road builder, he mastered the ice with a precision that earned respect from even the brashest truckers. From seasons 6 to 11, Mark's calm demeanor and knack for handling massive loads made him a backbone of the show. Unlike the spotlight-chasing stars, he never craved attention, focusing instead on getting the job done. But after the series wrapped, Mark pulled a disappearing act that left fans puzzled. No headlines, no social media flare-ups, just silence. Some say he retired to a quiet life in Canada. Others whisper he took on private hauling contracts, far from the cameras. In 2025, speculation swirls about why he stepped away, with no clear answers. The man who built the roads others feared to drive became a ghost, leaving fans to wonder what secrets he's keeping. But Mark's mystery pales next to the rumors that chased another driver off the ice. Number 1. Rick Yem. What happens when a hothead's temper burns too bright? Rick Yem was the spark that lit up ice road truckers, his fiery attitude igniting drama from Season 1. Known for clashing with Hugh Roland, Rick thrived on chaos, his bold moves and sharp tongue making him a polarizing force. Fans either loved his intensity or winced at his recklessness, but nobody could ignore him. Yet, by 2025, whispers of trouble started trailing him like exhaust. Unconfirmed reports hinted at accusations surfacing, with talk of legal messes that never fully came to light. Was it a business deal gone wrong? A run-in with the law? Rick's silence only fueled the rumors, leaving fans to piece together the puzzle. Unlike the show's louder scandals, his story stayed murky, a shadow hanging over his legacy. The man who once roared across the ice now seemed to be dodging something or someone, but Rick's mystery was just one piece of a bigger truth about what fame cost the whole cast. Does fame lift you up or break you down? For the Ice Road Truckers cast, the spotlight turned their gritty lives into epic sagas, but it came with a cost heavier than any load they hauled. Drivers like Lisa Kelly broke barriers, proving women could rule the ice. Stephanie Custance defied odds as a rookie mom, while Alex Deagorski's faith carried him through decades. But fame didn't shield them from pain. Daryl Ward's plane crash stole a hero. Art Burke's fiery mistake burned away his future. Hugh Roland's injuries crushed his spirit and marriage. Even quieter drivers, like Reno Ward, Daryl's brother, faced their own struggles, carrying on in the shadow of loss. The show's glow amplified their triumphs. Millions cheered their courage, but it also exposed their wounds. Scandals, accidents, and whispers of trouble, like those trailing Rick Yem, proved the ice was nothing compared to real-life storms. These drivers became legends, but at what cost? Their stories make you wonder if the thrill was worth the scars. And that question leads us to the heart of what their journeys really mean.